have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
So we're on the road. We're moving right along. We stopped at Kohl's, as you've seen, to reset up the hitch, and it's pretty good there. Now I have the cruise control set at 64 miles an hour. I can't tell if that's the perfect speed or not. I know in 6th gear at 64 going up hills, this thing's at 3,100 RPMs. The engine sounds really strong. I mean, it sounds like a big V8 when it's going up hills and getting into it. I didn't expect anything different, I guess, other than the truck seems so quiet every other time. As far as the way that it's doing as far as hills and that, of course, we're not into any real hills, and I haven't seen anything that made me think that there's going to be a problem of any kind, even though we're running really heavy and really tired. Whew. So it's like 2 o'clock?
2:30.
2:30. So it's 2:30, and basically we need to drive for about 5 hours. Here, it just kicked it down to 5th. I've been going between 5th and 10th. 5th is the lowest. And 5th, it don't last very long. Usually it's just to get up a steep grade that just started, and it's like the cruise control realizes, oh crap, I'm losing speed really fast. I didn't realize I was on a hill. It kicks to 5th, and then it drops down to 6th. That's the lane departure. I haven't turned that off yet for the GPS. But the gas mileage, not so good. 8.5 miles to the gallon. I think that we could do better if I was driving with my foot, because I would use the hill. Like right now, we're going down a hill. The engine won't let it go above 64 miles an hour, maybe 65 at the most going down the hill. It'll downshift the transmission. So I lose whatever speed I may get on the downhill for the next hill. And I'm sure that I could do something about that if I drove. But I just enjoy the, and oh my, look at this.
Don't recommend that.
There we go. Look at, going off the road. Oh, the lane departure didn't go off. So anyways, very straight and true. It's a rough ride compared to our F-250, but we should have known that, because the F-250, of course, not only were the tire pressures less all the way around, but the truck weighed less, and it was affected by the weight more. It loaded into the springs more. So I don't know, how do you feel about the ride?
It's alright. Going through town was bumpy.
Yeah, it was really, really bumpy going through town. As far as we can tell, our cargo tray is still back there. I mean, it's in the camera, so yeah, we'll pick this up whenever we got a little bit more. We're trying to decide where we want to stop, how far we want to drive tonight, and
how far we want to drive tomorrow.
Yeah, Heidi had a campground all lined up. She knew which one, but here, I'll show you real quick here. See, it's like, oh crap, now I'll go down to 5th maybe. There we go. Yeah, that's what happens if I let the cruise control do the work. You can see the RPMs there. Six, it loves 6th gear. 6th gear is like it's pulling gear at this speed. And it'll just kind of hold this at this point, unless the hill gets really steep. Oh, I'm going off the road. There's a curve in the road, and the lane departure for the GPS is warning me. I've got to turn that off. I had it on the old GPS, and I never ran it. It's probably getting ready to go to 7th, maybe. Oh, no, we're going to be topping the hill here. So, as far as the GPS, this is cool. Look at what it does. It tells you all the waypoints that are coming up and what time you're going to get there. Now, there's one thing on this GPS that I haven't done, and I definitely will, is I can set my maximum speed, meaning that I can put in here what I'm going to travel. So if the speed limit was 95 miles an hour through the state, but I only planned on driving 45 miles an hour, if I type in 45, the GPS will recalculate everything that I'm doing as far as my destination and when I get there based on the speed that I plan on traveling, not what the speed limit is for the area. So that's kind of nice. And this picture is great. Heidi can even see it.
That's pretty nice.
So we're just going to keep on traveling here. We just typed in, Myrtle Beach as the destination, but of course we're not going to. I mean, I could drive through all night and be there at midnight tonight. There's a thought. I'm sure I can find a campground in Myrtle Beach. Drive all night. Let's see if Heidi will let me do that.
I don't think you want to do that.
Oh, I don't know. Hey, you got me up there 10-4. All right, we're getting ready to kick down. There it is. Watch, we're going to get 5 again. Boom. Yeah, it's because I let it get too far into the bottom of the hill before it realizes that it needs to downshift and now go to 6th. It's very predictable. It's not violent or anything. All right, let's get going here. Enjoying this nice sunny day, though.
Say it again.
So, here we are going through the West Virginia Turnpike, and Heidi's being a jackapple. So, I don't know why you want to see my hat, but maybe we'd like to see the road and what's going on.
I don't know. Well, I can see your face.
Put it out here.
Laser.
So,
West Virginia Turnpike hasn't changed in the last 25 years.
oh,
Except
Heidi,
the price. The
Heidi.
price did go up a little bit. But everybody likes to drive their trucks on the West Virginia Turnpike, so here we are.
So, Heidi would like to try to get to Florida and anything south of Ohio by flying with her little wings, pulling an RV on her ass somehow. It's the only way to get to anything south out of Ohio, unless you want to cut across the Appalachian Mountain through Pennsylvania and then deal with all the traffic all the way down the coast. Or you can go all the way over to Columbus and then cut all the way back across after you've gone around this mountain range. And you still have to cut across it at some point unless you go far enough south. But my thing is, there's a lot of people that don't realize that there's hills in West Virginia that you have to traverse going from Ohio south, anywhere south. So check out our new GPS and what it does. It's got an elevation thing. It shows you what the elevation is, which is really cool. Now, if our route was shorter, that blue line would be, a little bit moving faster, but the terrain difference, you would see it more. But, of course, you don't here. Yeah, it's 60 through here. You smell something kind of alcohol-y? Nope. That's what I thought. I smelled something alcohol-y.
5% grade next 2 miles. Get your jollies off.
So basically what we're doing tonight is going to one of our standbys, West Virginia Tamarack. And if you guys remember, we stopped at the Tamarack on the way back from our Florida trip, and that's where the old truck, the old 97 blue and white truck, the next morning wouldn't start, and it was the ignition box I had to replace. But we found out that they actually have dedicated camping parking there for campers, RVers, so you don't have to park amongst the trucks. That's what we're doing. But yeah, these mountains really nice. Imagine putting tunnels through all this. We'll go through some tunnels, but here it is. This is the exit. It's in 27 miles, and it's called the Tamarack. And they've got well, you can see in our old video, a lot of old arts and crafts inside from local artisans. And it says the best of West Virginia there. And that's it. Truck next to me. He's got to be coming. There he is. You gonna get him. You gonna get him. Why did he get him? Lazy f***er. Left lane, no trucks. Quarter mile. Truck lane 500 feet. So let me go yield. Wow, fucking scorpion bit my arm, my leg. Welcome to Tamarack, the best of West Virginia. And look at all the trucks down there. Actually, it's not as packed as it usually is. Heidi and I one time tried to stay down there, and I don't remember what happened. If we, I don't know, but somebody told us, hey, you know, there's an RV parking, and if you just go up across the street, come up to here, that's the actual Tamarack there. There's RV parking. I mean, you can see the RV parking, right? So the nice thing is when we leave here tomorrow, we're going to go out this way,
come down, make a right, come down around, and there's a dump station over there. We're going to get rid of all of our water. The only reason we have water right now is due to us not knowing where we were going to stay for the night and taking a shower. So now that we got water for that, we're in good shape, and we won't need any more for the rest. Maybe a little bit in case we stop and need to flush the toilet a couple times. But yeah, there's a decent amount of RV parking up here. You can stay the night. There's a security guard that drives through, and currently I've got the generator running because we got the air going. Now here's the thing, we can't leave the generator running though for a period of time because unfortunately it gets too hot in that box. I just didn't do the vents correctly. That's all there is to it. So this is where we had our lunch. You can see all the ants on the piece of chicken nugget I threw them. Thought it'd be nice to keep them focused on that instead of our RV. Heidi didn't believe me. I told you that would keep the ants focused on that instead of our RV. Did you see it?
Oh my God. I don't even have to go over there.
Looks like it's moving. But anyways, you can see the air's on, but it gets too hot in here. It gets way too hot. So we'll shut it off after a while. And it's supposed to be 66 tonight?
Yes, that's what's that.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll open the windows and shut everything down and just turn on the fans. Our battery should be in pretty good shape now. Unfortunately, our refrigerator freezer didn't keep up. This one, the original one, didn't keep up with the temperature drop that we experienced during the drive, which we kind of knew that. And the other refrigerator freezer has been running on 12 volts this whole time, and it's been doing fine. But I don't have any kind of a battery monitor inside, so I could use the freezer as the battery monitor. It'll tell me what the voltage is in there, but it doesn't tell me like capacity or anything like that. I could check the battery gauge, but I don't trust it. Let me see, Heidi, if you get bit. I'm gonna hop in here and look at the battery gauge, because the only thing we have is this here. Let's see, 118 is the voltage, and then this stupid thing. And it says it's full. It also says the freshwater tank is almost on E, which I don't believe that. And then the blackwater tank is a third full. That's impossible because we've only flushed the toilet twice since we've emptied it. And the gray, it says it's a third full. That's impossible because we've only washed our hands twice since we emptied it. It's a joke. But we do have it set up to where we should be able to take a shower. Now, if you don't want to take a shower inside the RV, that's the other thing. From 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., the shower house is open down at the Burger King area. Whatever. So you could do your showers down there if you'd like. Which,
I don't know.
it says our water tank, our freshwater tank's on E. Isn't that a joke?
We'll put too much soap on then.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the truth. Definitely do a quick and easy. I know there has to be at least 10 or 15. It's got to be 15 gallons in there. I mean, I let it run and run and run. We've only flushed the toilet, what, twice?
If that.
Yeah, and we've only washed our hands, what, once?
Yeah, once each on the way here.
Yeah, so there's no way.
And we run the hot water, but that was maybe a gallon.
Yeah, it was pretty hot out today. As far as, like I say, the temperature tonight here, it's going to be 60 something, right?
66.
So we should be okay. We'll open all the windows and everything. We'll get a lot of the moisture out of the humidity out of the RV, at least our room. So we're running this air conditioner down here. But yeah, what do you think about our lodging for the night? Okay. It'll get the job done. Okay, Heidi's smoke is killing me. And it's killing her. So everybody, I want you to comment in the video, Heidi quit smoking.
I'll work on that after I get done with
Oh, I got as soon as I get my new haircut, as soon as we hit the road, as soon as I quit my job, as soon as we get a new vehicle,
What's getting on my nerves?
as soon as my feet don't hurt anymore, as soon as my nails get a little longer, as soon as the sky stays more blue than it currently is. All right, we're out of here. Tell them bye till tomorrow.
Bye till tomorrow.